Ed the Sock. Welcome to Sock Puppet Account. Lots to look at today, but first, here's the punchline of the week. So am I. So am I. Later on, I'll give you the setup. And now, let's see what's stupid. ABC announced that Diane Sawyer will do a 2-hour interview with Bruce Jenner. 2 hours? To find out if he stands or sits to pee? There hasn't been that much focus on the status of a penis since Sawyer interviewed Alec Baldwin. Thanks to the internet, this week I found out there are 10 things I don't know about Kanye West. I can't remember the last time something made me so happy. Believe it or not, they're going to do a remake of Gremlins. I guess it was inevitable, but I think the update should turn them from little green monsters into internet trolls. The same 3 rules apply. Don't expose them to bright light. Don't get them wet. Oh no! And don't feed them after midnight. Another remake is in the cards. Disney is planning to do a live-action version of its Pinocchio cartoon. They'll probably use CGI for Pinocchio and his puppet stage, as they need the character to look wooden on screen, and Keanu Reeves has aged out of the role. Very excited about the upcoming Netflix film Pee-wee's Big Holiday, finally returning Pee-wee Herman to the screen. You may remember that Pee-wee's career came to a halt years ago when creator Paul Reubens was caught doing the 5-knuckle shuffle in a porn theater, losing him his Saturday morning kids show. God only knows how much the advent of watching porn on the internet has extended the careers of the Wiggles. You may have heard that Texas lawman Billy Spears was reprimanded by the Texas Department of Public Safety for appearing in a picture with Snoop Dogg. Well, we've learned that this wasn't Trooper Spears' first offense. Last summer, he was caught posing for a picture with those no-good Duke boys. Speaking of the Dukes, a fond farewell to actor James Best, known to many as the Olivier of the Ozarks, who played Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane on TV's Dukes of Hazzard. If you don't know what the Dukes of Hazzard or Roscoe P. Coltrane are, I pity the culturally empty black void you call your life. Side note, James's death was trending on Twitter right under Duke. A little nudge and wink from God, who is also on Twitter. Oh, also, when you find God, Twitter suggests following similar accounts like Barack Obama. It's good to see that Twitter's pairing algorithm has a healthy sense of humor. On the internet, I came across Florence Henderson talking about how, at 80 years old, she still has friends with benefits and makes frequent booty calls, which makes me want to say, stop talking, Florence Henderson. Scientists have found evidence that people who wear orange-tinted glasses have significantly better rest. I guess that asshole Bono sleeps like a baby. By the way, Bono recently stated that he wears his giant sunglasses due to glaucoma, not just because he's a giant asshole. Incidentally, for those who want to find out more about my opinions on Bono and why I think he's an asshole, check out my episode of I Hate Hollywood on edthesock.com. Eddie Murphy will be presented with the Kennedy Center's 2015 Mark Twain Award for American Humor, honoring his body of work and contributions to the development of American comedy. I congratulate Eddie on the award and thank the committee for overlooking the last 15 years. One of the lesser-known dangers posed by the Islamic State terrorists known as ISIS is that they have ruined the childhood memories of those of us who remember ISIS as a Saturday morning superhero. If you're too young to remember the show, is but a young science teacher who got the powers of the mighty Egyptian goddess Isis over all earth and sky, and used them to warn teenagers on the dangers of hitchhiking. Hey, it was the 70s. ISIS is now available on DVD, but don't order them over the phone or you'll wind up on an NSA watch list. President Obama met with Cuba's Raul Castro, a rare meeting between two leaders who have no need to worry about pleasing their country's voters. Hillary Clinton is now officially a candidate for the Democratic presidential nomination, shocking a Japanese soldier who's been marooned on an island since 1942. There's still some question as to whether Vice President Joe Biden will seek the Democratic nomination. When asked, Biden said, "There's a chance, but I haven't made up my mind about that," which is just what America needs, decisive leadership. The GOP field got one more player last week as Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky announced his candidacy for the Republican presidential nomination, continuing a proud family tradition of banging his head against a wall. Also this week, Senator Paul reportedly walked out on an interview with CNN. His campaign team said that Mr. Paul left because he'd already said he'd had no more time for the interview. But CNN believes that the senator left after getting a question he didn't like. The question was, "Dude, what's with the hair?" GOP candidate Ted Cruz said that gay rights groups in the U.S. are waging a jihad against believing Christians, Which is odd because there have yet to be reports of gay people beheading a storekeeper for not selling them a floral arrangement. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal says that Hollywood elites and corporate America are teaming up in an assault on Christians, which he's countering with an assault on the average intelligence. But before you write off Jindal's statements as desperate pandering, consider the upcoming feature film, Predator vs. Jesus. The initials for sock puppet account spell spa, which reminds me of the time I went to visit Baywatch babe Donna D'Errico in her spa in LA. See how I did that there? There we are. Now look at this place. Hey, Donna, sweetheart.
Hey, Ed.
How are you?
What's up?
How you been?
I've been really good.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I know, that was kind of the plan. Great place you got here.
Thanks.
Look at this, you spent a few shekels, didn't you?
It's, yeah, actually, I've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah, look at this, real classy.
Thanks.
So show me around, will you?
Sure.
So this is the hallway, huh?
This is the hallway.
A pretty swanky joint you got here. You have any rich widows that ever come around here?
This is the Zen room over here.
The Zen room?
The Zen room.
All right.
It's sort of like the quiet room.
All right.
And you come in here, and this is where you relax in your robe.
All right.
In fact, you know what? You need to put your robe on.
You put my robe on?
Yeah.
Well, it fits pretty well. It's kind of plush. Even got my name on it. What the hell? Princess?
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to have you sit down right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to hook you up to a little oxygen.
Oh, really?
Inhale a little oxygen while you're waiting.
Oh, so I can look like those old people that walk around the mall with that thing they're trailing behind them?
You'll look like that, but you'll feel really, it's like energizing. You'll like
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right.
Uh-oh, you don't have any ears.
Yeah, is that a problem?
Okay, you know
Can you
what?
stand here and hold it for me?
Drape it like that.
All right.
Let's see if we can get it in there. Are you breathing it?
Is it on?
Yeah, there we go. It's
All
on.
right.
Yeah, it's on.
I sit here now, I listen to the sound of the water, breathe in the oxygen, and I just slowly absorb the zen of the moment, right?
That's it.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
You go ahead.
All right, I'll get Diane.
Donna, I'm bored. Okay, so I just lie down
So
now?
you just, yeah.
Do I have to
just lay
disrobe?
down. You do have to disrobe.
Yes.
So
Have to. Try and
step
stop
out.
me.
Hey,
There
whoa!
we go.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry, I should have warned you. It can be a bit intimidating. Oh, wow. That's great right there. You know what? This is like the first real massage I've ever had. Like, from somebody who's not dressed in like a schoolgirl's outfit.
Ed, how are you enjoying your facial?
I can't breathe.
Good. Sounds like it's going exactly as it should. So I guess you don't get a whole lot of sun up there in Canada, and this is gonna
Well, what the
really
hell is this?
give you a nice little golden tan. It's a tanning bed. It's the
Tanning bed?
Yeah,
It's like the kind of thing they froze Walt Disney in. Okay, pull it down.
yeah. We pull it down,
All right.
and then we just hit start. It's like a really high turbo air conditioning, so you stay cool.
Right.
And you just,
Tanning starts now.
What do you have, OnStar in there? Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
it's pretty intense.
whoa. Well, there's
Oh.
music and
Oh
everything.
yeah, and there's music. I forgot.
Can you like choose the music and everything?
You can, yeah.
This is very relaxing.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut your eyes. Don't stare at the bulbs.
I don't have any eyelids, Donna. All right.
Well, it's good
Always
to
good
see
to see you.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh,
All
always
right.
glad to be here. I'll see you again.
Okay.
I gave you the joke punchline off the top. Now here's the setup. God of Thunder Thor comes from Valhalla to Earth looking to party. He winds up at a bar, spends the evening drinking with a young lady, so they go back to her place, and they spend the night having crazy, wild, passionate sex. Next morning, she wakes up and says, I didn't get your name. And he says, I am Mighty Thor. And she says, so am I, so am I. All right, that one stunk. They're not all gonna be great. That's Sock Puppet Account. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you here next Tuesday. I'm Ed the Sock, and I'm nobody's puppet. Don't you be either. Aloha.